is go through some of these arguments, and specifically the arguments in the David French New York Times editorial, and break down the amount of hysteria that is being inculcated into people really over nothing. And also all of these, I think, very bigoted assumptions about Christians and Christianity and what they believe that are just not true. And by the way, I talk about this all the time on my show with Dennis, on my own show. We talk a great deal about Judaism and Christianity and religion and the crisis of meaning among people, especially in my generation. But I wouldn't exactly right now call myself a Christian. I am someone who has profound respect and reverence for Judeo-Christian values, and especially the outsized role that they played in the founding of this nation, which I love so much. But I have some questions about Christianity. I have some doubts on my struggle with God, kind of a thought process I'm embarking on. And so this is coming from someone who wouldn't call themselves an avowed Christian, but nevertheless, I can look at these arguments and I can say that they're crazy and that they are doing a grave disservice as far as the way that they represent Christians. So let's just play again, Sean, if you have the clip, those few seconds from the trailer of the Rob Reiner movie, God and Country.
We should be blazing forth as a countercultural example, and instead, we're leading the charge of malice and division.
Christian nationalism uses Christianity as a means to an end. That end being some form of authoritarianism.
They're told over and over and over again that you're in danger.
You need to fight if you don't want to lose your country.
We are in a civil war between good and evil.
This is not a movement about Christian values. This is about Christian power.
What happens to the people who don't believe this stuff?
We are on the precipice.
God is on our side. We're taking our nation back.
The thing that keeps me up at night is that we lose democracy.
Does that seem possible?
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening and are not watching this on the Salem News Channel, what are you doing? Watch it on the Salem News Channel. No, I'm kidding. You don't see that in this video, there are these images of January 6th, of people holding up signs, Jesus 2020. And essentially the undertone is that there are all of these Christian nationalist extremists who are blindly following and supporting Donald Trump, who of course is this big bad authoritarian. And in the name of their Christianity, these individuals want to topple our democracy and usher us into a theocratic extremist, police state. That's essentially what the vibe is of the trailer. And as I said, I haven't watched the full documentary. I have read, however, the New York Times editorial piece by David French, which we're going to get to in just a few moments. But that's the narrative. And again, no wonder this is cropping up again just 251 days before the November election, because the left is a one-trick pony. Their one trick is identity politics. They have to create division. They have to, put factions against each other. Christians bad, LGBTQ good, feminism good, conservatives bad. And it's a tired old trick.